Ooh, there we go. I think. Nah. We going? Oh, there we go. Ooh, man, that was weird. All right. Is that how we're going to go? Is that how we're going to go, huh? All right. Well, there we are. There we go. How it's going to be, huh? Okay, let's see. Well, I guess. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? Sorry, I had a little technical difficulties there. What are you up to? There we go. Okay. Cool. All right. But yes. Okay. Let me take a look at that pin kit that I gave to you real quick. Since I'm thinking about it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that middle collar is going to rotate as there is no tenon. Hey, you made some resin blanks? Cool. What colors you go for? It's always a good time. Abbie does all the blanks, but yeah. What colors should you choose? Let's see. These are going to be holders of the nib type. Remember that one time when I had the bushings for that?
Oh, I think I have them.
Both of them? Probably not. Probably just the one. Why is this over here? Black, white, and blue. Right on. Have fun sanding the dark colors. Woo. Those are doozies. Those are tough. Nip. Okay. Yes. Okay.
You find them?
No, but I stopped looking. I'm just not going to do those right this minute. I'm going to go ahead and crank some of these out. Can I get the jaws? Thanks. Thank you.
I'll be back.
Black, gray, and blue. Hey, cool. That's a cool color combo. Poured some blanks, did some stuff and some things. That's awesome. What big plans for later on? There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Gotta get over here. Boom. All right. Oh my goodness. I had to take the headstock apart. This whole thing was off. Like, I took the inside out and had to take out the what's it called? The spindle. Took the spindle apart completely. But we are back in the saddle again. Know what I mean? But yeah, whew, what a day so far. What a day. Yeah, last night was I guess the stream from yesterday was a little, I don't know. Did it feel rushed? Maybe a little rushed? I don't know. Maybe it was fine. I was just trying to like get everything out that I could remember Um, so yeah. But what we're gonna do today is turn. Obviously, I'm gonna turn. But we're also going to focus on turning some strange or unique, I guess, more of an appropriate way to say that, I guess. But they're going to be different blanks than normal because I usually turn the ones that Abbie makes. But we've got a couple different ones that we're going to be doing today. Some of them are even new to me, which is going to be neat, right? It'll be neat, I think. Or not. I don't know. We'll find out. I might just blow up in my face, and they don't want it to become anything. Let's see. Let me switch this over. Yeah, okay. I turned a whole bunch of blanks around. So here's all the blanks I turned around. There's like 38 to 40 in here. I woke up at like 4 this morning. Not to do that exactly, but I just ended up doing that because I was already there working on stuff and just thought, you know what, why not? Why not? I'm already here. Let's see. I've got to get the jaws. Where's the T handle? There's the T handle. And then lastly, what the? Oh, yeah. I took everything apart too and cleaned it because everything was pretty dirty. So, yeah, I took the quill out. I took the quill out. Took the banjo headstock apart. Replaced the bearings again. Yeah, they just did not want to. They just didn't want to work. So, as much as I like the Jet, it's a great lathe. Definitely earned its keep. But after about 5.5 years of pretty hard turning, I'd say that we're still doing pretty good considering. But oh, I don't know why I did that. I need that out. But yeah. Turn of blanks Bob gave you? Uh-oh. Oh man. Did you get some of these? Did you get some of these? The Spectra ply ones? I have not turned that before either, so those will be pretty interesting. Ba-da-ba-bum. Let's see. Alrighty. I've got some squares that I got to drill here. So this is pretty neat. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to end up looking like, but it's going to become a diamond painting pen. It's got the aluminum honeycomb in it. And it's a different type of resin as well. It's a harder resin. You can hear the difference. You can hear the sound. Like they both sound very different when you're. Yeah, they just sound very different. Oh. Yeah. All right. Uh-oh. Let's see. The sensor, I think I may have put it back on a little differently than it needs to be. Oh, never mind. Now it wants to read out for me. Okay. Kind of unremarkable there. Good center drills. Good. Well, I gotta say, this doesn't sound bad, so that's pretty cool. Sounds like it's turning nicely. A lot of people think they need a drill press, but you don't need drill press. Just use, you know, the lathe. And then turn your head sideways so you can see that it is, you know, it is a horizontal drill press instead of the vertical. So there you go. Alrighty. So tie-dye honeycomb. This is pretty interesting too. This is from a barrel cactus. So that'll be pretty fun. I haven't done one of these before, but I guess when you do things that have types of inclusions like this, you want to make sure that they don't fall apart. So they might have to get a different type of finish here. It kind of has a almost a tobacco leaf smell to it. Weird. A little, guess a little sweet and spicy at the same time. Or maybe they stabilized it, and that's what I'm getting the whiff of. That's probably it. All right, so we got these here. And these are the ones that we're going to be doing today. Boom. So we got two of the tie-dye. These sound like they are acrylic in honeycomb. And we've got one that's got forite in it. Quite a few chips in there. And then I haven't tried one of these either. This is a 3D printed. Whoop, sorry. This is a 3D printed blank. They were in the bargain bin, so I just trimmed them down a little bit. But we'll see how everything actually goes. So for these, I'm going to throw a face shield on, actually, so I don't get blasted in the face. That wouldn't be fun. I'm going to go grab my face shield right quick. Oh, there you are. There we go. That's what we're looking for. We need to mask. I want to be breathing this crap. Let's see. Let's take a look at this and see what is going on here. What in the world? Huh. Alrighty, there we go. Okay. So I've got this, set. Just need to get this reconfigured so I can turn. And then I gotta go turn Morty on as well. I'll be right back. Boom, boom, boom. Woo-hoo. I'll be wearing a mask, and then sometimes I'll just blow right onto that, even though I've got a mask on. So, yeah. You have to do some food stuff for this. All right. That's good. Let me get this out of the way. Forite, some honeycomb, got some cactus, got some 3D printed, and then I think that'll be pretty sufficient for you know, a variety here. Let's see this, and then my pliers, and then we can do what we gotta do. It has been a day. What in the world? Lose my head if it wasn't attached. All right, I guess we're gonna go for the honeycomb first, huh? Or the 3D printing. All right, we'll go 3D printing because they're a little bit different size. Alrighty, there we go. Not yet. Maybe in a little bit though. Okay. Oh lordy. Got a couple, two, three bubbles up in there. That's way deep here. right, let's see. Let's see if we can. I don't know. Oh man. Okay. Well, it didn't turn poorly. Still need to go a little deeper so we can actually bring out all of the honeycomb. So we're going to just see how it looks once we get to that point. Almost there, just right there, I think, is the last little bit. But man, there's bubbles. Bubbles. So, when you turn in honeycomb, I reckon keep an eye out for bubbles. I'm going to try to just fill these bubbles with some CA. Maybe even add a little pigments. So, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Once I'm through cutting it, I'll pass it over to Abbie, and she'll kind of take a look at it and determine what it is that she wants to do, if anything. So that'll be something. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look. You can see here. Oh, you see the pretty cool honeycomb element of that. But yeah, there's some major bubblage, so we'll have to determine what we're going to do with it. It turned pretty easily. Didn't have much of any problem with it. It's bubbly. All right. So that was a blue one. We got a green one here that has, it looks kind of purpley. So it kind of has it might be a ombre, but we'll have to see once we get to that point. Ugh. So, since we got the feel for it, we'll just go ahead and rock it, you know what I'm saying? Woo-hoo! All right, we're going to do the same shape because when I do new things, I do a standard shape to see if it's one that I want to even continue doing. So. Hey, what's up, Benny? Yes, sir. Let me park it for a second. How you doing, Benny? Sorry about that. We were determining how we were going to try to get the bubbles out of the 3D printed one. So I just finished one, and then now I've got another one set up. These were actually from, let's see, these are from Jacob Jansen Studios. So, yeah, I'd say that I didn't really have much of a problem turning it. Um, as far as like considerations go, some of the things that I would think of immediately is heat. Right, you don't want it to get too hot because you've got the problem of melting the printed part. So, but other than that, it turned pretty normal, and I didn't even really need to. Be careful. Didn't run into any problems. So yeah, put it in the bubble. So there's the blank, and it has little to do with the how it turns. But yeah, that's good to hear. How was your weekend? Do anything fun? Work on any projects? I guess I don't need my face shield anymore, especially it's not going to blast and break in my face. So the other thing I would say about the printed one is that you're going to have to make sure that I don't know if you can see it here. Let me actually take this off so I can show you. So you can see that they're on the surface right there, but then this pot right here is still subsurface. So I'm going to bring all the honeycomb to the surface. Or dig deeper until I get to that. But yeah. Yeah, I feel some bubbles. That's all right. Let me see. I'm gonna guess resin because I'm not really seeing the print lines. Yeah, I'm gonna guess resin because I'm not seeing the print lines like I normally do in other prints. But Abbie will get one sanded and polished in a little bit, and we'll take a closer look at that one. So I also don't know what kind of resin is used or what resin he used to make these particular blanks. So yeah, I couldn't tell you that. I'm not sure. But that's a good question. If he did use resin, I wonder, some of them have like, I can see that there's like sparkle in this one. So what I think is that it's either a certain type of resin that was printed with, or he added some glitter into the resin or something like that, which is pretty interesting. But on the other hand, I suppose it could be filament and just like 100% fill, because like I said, I don't really see much of the 3D printer lines. Alrighty, let's see, this is pretty good. Okay, this spot, and this spot. All need to go a little deeper. Oh, let's see if we're where we need to be. Nope, still not. Dang. So I think that has to do with where it was turned, or not turned, but how it was casted. And let's see. I think that the actual printed part was not the exact size or exact diameter that it should have been for the cavity casting, or something like that. If it was casted in a square, and so it was also, maybe it was like sunk to the bottom because it was a little offset to begin with. So that's part of why I got to take it as far as I got to go. Okay, well, this is looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and shape this a little bit better because it doesn't look how I want it to up yet. We had poor results with the filament. Yeah, we did too. Even at like 100% fill, it's just not good enough. Like it's good enough if you're gonna do like you're gonna create silicone molds, but you still have that work to do, you know. On the other hand, I think on the print surface, it's not as big for a resin printer, but from my understanding, you can get way more detailed. Well, that's pretty neat. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Going well. This one's even a little bit translucent. So you can kind of see the light through it, but you can't see all the way through it. So it's not quite transparent, but translucent. Yeah. Okay. So here's the last 3 types we got. So here's a barrel cactus. This is forite. And this is yet another honeycomb, except it's the aluminum honeycomb. So we're going to try that out and see how it goes, because I got 2 of those, and we can get mad later on if we really don't have good success. We'll say. To say it lightly, I guess. Let's see, acrylic honeycomb pin blank. I bought this from Woodcraft. $13. Whew. That's something right there. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use my big one because I put a new carbide on it. I need to back it up. Okay, it's holding up all right. Let's see what happens when we start trying to turn it around. A little nice and easy for the first little bit and see if anything pops out. Hey. I haven't turned this stuff, so better safe than sorry. Don't want to hurt the mug, you know. I feel some things are kind of like pulling out and not so much cutting out. But we're still on the corners and we're turning a lot of air, so we're getting there. Just gonna take my time. This is acrylic and aluminum, so definitely got a respirator on, and let's see how things actually go. Come on, man. There we go. Woo! All right, let's see. I'm gonna go back one more time, I think, until we're around here. And then we'll see what it looks like. And then maybe decide if I'm gonna do something else with it. Almost. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. All right, everything's staying together. That's good. I don't know how the resin's staying together with that aluminum, but I'm glad that it is, because something that I have encountered is some of these things like to pop out while you're turning it. The ones on the outside specifically, not so much the ones in the middle. So let's see. They were already nice and that. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and do a markings here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I don't always wear the face shield, but when I'm turning new material that I think could break on me, I'm definitely not too cool for protecting my moneymaker, which is my face. Just kidding. But yeah, good to see you. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're able to hear me, at least well enough. Uh-oh. Feel something right there. And because we got some metal in there, I don't really want to touch the surface with my foot necessarily. I don't know, maybe it would be fine. Look at that, I didn't, look at that. Okay, this particular one doesn't have anything in it. That one's an empty, almost empty pocket. Not much I can do about that. Except fill it in later, but not right now. Yeah, I hear that. What kind of resin do you work with? Or what kind of projects do you do? If you don't mind me asking. Man, that one spot right there is really messing with my my symmetry. Oh man. Fiberglassing, and I'm not sure what GRE is, but are those like tobacco pipes? Or something else? yeah, leaving a nice finish right there. So carbide is doing well on this. Glass reinforced epoxy. Well, I've never heard of that. That's really interesting. What's the use case of that? Sounds pretty darn cool. Well, okay, almost there, almost there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one spot how I want it to be. So it's going to have to get filled. This little spot right here. So kind of like what I was talking about, except none of them actually chipped out, right? So this one just had a empty pocket in it. So it didn't pop out because you can see that there's still some in, well, you might not, but industrial mining, oil, gas, wow. Okay. That's neat. I didn't know that. That's going to take some thick. Gonna need some thick for that one. Let's see, I can get it to focus. Okay, you see right, this one right here. You can see that there's like a little dip down right there. Pop down. Okay. All right, now we got another one. I'd say that one went pretty good, so go ahead and use it again. Or do it again. I mean. This is the same type of blank here. Same type of blank. Did that get drilled wonky? Or is my tool rest wonky? I think I drilled it wonky. Oh well. I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess, with the cut and see how that goes. Nice. That's one pass. Let's see how we can do this the second pass here. Alrighty. Good to go. Let's address the end right quick. Good. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Yep. Yeah, I have not had any issues with this one. At least yet. We'll see once we dig a little deeper here. good, doing good. Nothing popped out. Feels smooth. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of the ends here. Hope nothing happens. Okay, I'll be able to smooth it back out. Sweet. Okay, cool. Oh, come on, man. Stay together. Sometimes I can feel that something popped out, or that there's a gap. But, yeah, nice. Uh-oh. Come on. A little bit more, gonna round that off a bit. Put this little towards the middle. Still need a little bit more, and then drop that bump down just a little bit. Boom. Boom. All right. I don't see anything popping out. Awesome. Made it. All right. What do we want to do next? We want to do. My goodness, I'm drawing a blank. Forite, or do we want to do the barrel cactus hybrid? These are the two we've got left before we are changing gears, at least. So, ebonite or hybrid with barrel cactus, or you don't care, which is also okay. I'll say those honeycomb are probably going to shape up real nice and end up looking nice and looking nice and shiny because of how hard they are. We're going to set and rotate that, or flip that. Cactus? All right, I'll switch for you. I'll switch it for you. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll take a close look before I get started. That way you can kind of have a reference of where we began. So, you can kind of see the cells from the cholla. Whoop, sorry. Yeah, you can kind of see the cells that are in there. The little voids and stuff. So hopefully I won't encounter any bubbles, but we'll see what happens. Alrighty. Oh Come on. All right. Well, this is the actual line here. That is the cactus itself. So it'll be interesting to see how this ends up. All right, drop the face shield back down, get into it. Here you go. All right, so far this is turning nice. Able to take a nice big bite and stay consistent with it. That's nice. Cool. First pass. Not quite there yet, but a good progress. That's for sure. All right, let's find a flat spot here. You see it yet? They're not quite there. That's nice. Outside smooth, this side's not quite. No, it doesn't have to be smooth. I'm just doing this so we can take a look at the blank before we get too far. Okay, all right. See, that's the cool thing about squares too, is you get some nice chatoyance. If you don't know, chatoyance is kind of like the cat eye, like the reflective part that you can see here sometimes. But you don't usually get that effect from cylindrical molds that are vertical. Oh yeah, I guess there's vertical molds. Right. Nope, so far so good, no problems. Tidy up the ends here. Now, this is going to be the same shape as all the other ones, as I mentioned before. When I turn something new, and I always like to try out the what we call our standard shape. It's cutting really nicely. Oh. All right, you can feel a little spot right there, but you know, when you have something organic matter that was in there, then it can definitely encounter voids. Even if it's stabilized, you can still encounter that. All right. Sorting this side up a bit. There we go. Maybe a little bubble right there. This does feel like a hard blank too, so definitely is nice and well, it's not soft, so it's a pretty good indicator that it's going to sand up nicely. It being this hard. I think this, I think I might be saving the hardest one for last, to be honest. Yeah, this thing was quite hard. Not quite hard as my Carta for sure, but alrighty. Move this out just a little bit more. Alrighty. Alright. There we are. Of course, something popped out right at the end there. Well, we just dabbed some CA glue in there. Oh. Okay, you can kind of see through it. You might not be able to see through it, but you can see through the pores from the cells that were there before. So we got one more to go here. Let's see if there's any that are I don't see any that are done that I've done, but there are quite a few that are, I guess, unique, that have different inclusions in them that we're doing this week particularly. Oops. So yeah, I guess that's one of the drawbacks there. Things that have different inclusions, they need to be things that end up with chips like that, they need to be CA'd. So let's see. We're going to do an asymmetrical shape with this one. All right. And lastly, we've got forite. So pretty cool here. Well, all right. Okay. So let's see. It's already rounded. We got it drilled. We just need to go ahead and take care of the ends right quick. Make them flat and correct. Well, nice little marker. Mark it quick. So this visually is hard to determine what side is longer. Okay. All right. So here, that's about 2.5. Here, hey, how about that? I was right on in the first place. This is going to be, oh, so this is going to be an asymmetric face. So that's going to have a big side, or this is going to have a big side. Now that way I don't have to make it too far down. So for forite, I definitely will restorative. Because the paint, you know, it likes to be all powdery and I don't want to do that. So I guess quite a while ago, I think it was 60s or 70s, I'm not positive on that. A good while ago, they used lead paint, but I guess that's about the time that they stopped. So when you get your forite, it's I'd say it's pretty relevant to know if you have older forite or G-site, if that's what you would like to call it. Because there are some that are that. Hey, ring doorbell test, how you doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Good to see you. And I'm back as well. So, what I'm trying to do is just make the surface nice and uniform, smooth here. The easier and straighter, flatter it can be, the easier it's going to be to finish. So some of these chip outs, I did that before when I turned it from a square. So I've got to get that. A little bit more removed, I guess. Okay. Really getting there. But yeah, you don't want to have any lead, and even if there isn't lead in your forite, you still don't want to bleed it. All right, looks like we've got everything smoothed out. Now I just need to kind of fix the shape here a bit. And that's what we were looking for. Very nice. Hey, that's good to hear. Good to hear. You, I think I asked you before, but I don't remember what you said. I'm sorry. But do you turn? Or anybody? Y'all turners? And if so, what do you turn? All right, come on. All right, so we're gonna have to keep going just a little bit further with this one here. Nice and easy, take time. Now, if I was turning just forite, I'd probably start off and finish off with the sanding, I mean. Cutting the corners off and then Um, what am I saying here? I forgot. I was watching you in the car. Right on, man. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah, sorry about yesterday. It was, I was trying to just crank out everything I could remember. So I wasn't like super interactive. So I'm just trying to get everything out that I could remember onto the video stuff. And there's just this little nubbins right here. Okay, I think I am just going to end up leaving that. The whole thing's going to get CA'd because we don't like these to have. Well, we don't want the customer to be able to touch the forite, really. You hacked your car radio? Well, that's pretty cool, man. Like Christmas Day after shit. Yeah, man. I know. I figured it'd be pretty fun. Some of these blanks are ones that we've had for quite a while. Like this one in particular. We had a black pair of these, and then we had a red pair of the resin part was red in one and black in the other, and then it has forite in it. Nice and easy. There we go. How's my day going? Well, you know, I can say that my day finally is going how I wanted it to. It did take quite a while to get that going. So earlier, my lathe was seizing up, and then I took the bearings out. So I was wondering if I was going to need to replace my lathe, and I still may. Oh no, you're just going crappy? Bummer, man. But yeah, I might have to get a different lathe.
I'm never doing this again.
And then, yeah, replace the bearings. One of my initial problems I had with it was I couldn't get the, I'm right here. This spindle right here comes all the way out. So I had to take it apart again. And I've taken it apart a couple times at this point to replace the bearings, but it just does. I guess the bearings themselves, they just get tired because they're pretty small.
I need you to cut right here. Right here.
Let's see. Where is... Oh, there we go. Sorry, Abbie's talking to me too.
Will you cut right here? This thing, I hate it. I've never hated anything more than this. Will you please cut that?
Cut
you can
what?
cut the other side too to make it even, but I have to redo it. I can't get that out.
Cut what? What am I cutting?
You're cutting, you just cut into it. I need you to look. You see?
What you talking about?
You see this right here? All that?
Yeah.
I can't get that out. I
That's
need you
okay.
to cut
Just leave it
these a
there.
little deeper.
Just leave it.
No. Please cut it out. Thank you.
Okay, we are back with this. There's tiny little micro bubbles right here. Oh. Let's see. Try to get your doctor to fix your medicine. Oh man. That's gotta be frustrating. So this one's like a little bit sanded already. Maybe even has a layer of PA in it as well. Oh, hold up for a minute. Get the little sanity here. But that's the government, Mike. Sorry to hear that. Let's see how that's looking. I don't know. Oh, I didn't just leave it alone. Work with me. Now we got the compressor going on over there. Golly, so much noise. Uh-oh. I wonder if I can just break it. Because it looks like each of these little things. So, if this was casted flat, like in a square, then the opposite side would be pretty likely to get bubbles in it. And that's what all these little white speckles are. Not the lines, but the little speckles here. That tells me that an air bubble got hot in all these little things. It's interesting. How's that? Alrighty, alrighty. Yeah. Alright. So, I'm gonna put them over here and take a couple more. I'll just use these. It'll work. This will break them. Oh, great. I'm going to be on the metal over here just a second. Do some drilling. Yeah. We're going to get big plans this week. For this week, I think it's going to be making, be out in the workshop making stuff. That's what I'll do. That's what we do here at the United Workshop. Yeah, I'm just drilling a hole into these. For diamond painting pen, the hole is a 7/32. If you're interested in knowing that. I've got a few to drill through. It won't take too long. But yeah, it's funny. I don't stream the drilling part. And it's not because I care if you see it, it's more along the lines of it's pretty boring. So we're just drilling holes into the blank, you know? That. But this is also not usually how I do this. I do it on the other lathe over there. Let's see, what time is it? 3:30. Oops. Okay, 2. Still going. Thank you for your patience. I will be back to turning here shortly. Let's see, you can't see any of the blanks, but these are the blanks that I'm drilling right now. These are what we call our stratified blanks. And we turn them into relatively simple shapes because of how we finish them. But each one is so very different. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Fun. These start as a square, but I have rounded them like a while ago. I'm just not getting to them. This is the last one. Yes. There we go. All right, we got a few more here. Kind of want to take that one out. That's all right, I already drilled it. Let's see. We're going to do the standard shape here. These blanks are going to look pretty darn cool. I hope so, at least. If not, well. Yep. We tried. We tried. And get my deck collection. Come on, Morty. There we go. Yeah, Billy, you were able to like hack his car? That's funny. Of course you were. Of course you were able to do that. So for these two, we try to keep them pretty pretty thick. We'll cut these into a 1x1. Hey, man, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Let's do a little bit. I went to the Printers Expo. And then I saw on your workshop update that you also went to an expo. How was that? Did you see the mask? Yeah. Not always living life on the edge, you know. I actually would take it off at about this point. But since you're here, I'll leave it on. Let's see. Ooh. Really bad. That many people? Were you a vendor or a spectator? Ooh. Yeah. You're not going back next year? Yeah. That's alright. I probably won't go back to the expo again next year either. Unless I come up with something else that would be relevant for that show. As of when we do. What I currently do, I can't really contribute much to it. Oh, right on, you were with Bert. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Is Bert pretty upset about that? There wasn't too many people where I went either, but it was a good time still. I probably could have done everything I needed to or wanted to in a day. So, if I did go again, I would probably go just for a day. Unless I was a vendor, in which case, audible that one. So, let's see, where do my bearings go? Let me get my bearings. Oh, where are my bearings? Do you have the bearings? The bearings. Do you have the bearings? Okay. What are you yelling at me? Dang. Dang. I'm gonna put it back in the game. Let's see. Yeah, so these bearings right here are for the jet lathe, and I replaced them, but oh my goodness, they hardly turn, which is pretty crazy. That's terrible. Doesn't move at all. And then the other one, it's like it feels like there's gum or something in there, preventing it from turning really well. So replace the bearings. These are fresh. You promote your business and need the sales. So ooh, that's a bummer, man. I mean, that's that's a real bummer. Sorry to hear that. It's not fun. Everybody wants a record-breaking show, you know? Oh, so much better than the last show. But it didn't always happen. Let's see. So, Ben, I don't know if you can hear me very well, but you had mentioned that you wanted one of the blocks. um, we might be able to work something out, but I guess the exception would be that, you know, we'd want it to come back. But you'd be able to do a video on it if you want to. But we don't have a block right now. So, be one of those things that we'll put a pin in, revisit once we got the ability to take care of that. So, here's one of these. And here's one of the 3D printed ones. Get my dusty finger there a little bit. So it looks like a purpley shimmer on the print itself. And then blue. Pretty nice. Well, you can see that. But yeah, it's pretty darn cool, I gotta say. I don't know if we'll do a whole bunch of them, but pretty cool nonetheless. Let's see, where are we? The weather's also quite warm today. Pretty nice that it's starting to warm up finally. Here it like started to warm up and then it after got cold again. Oh, we're back. Hey Laura, how you doing? It's been a little while. Yeah, the blue one is pretty cool. We talking let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, we see shop. Hey, don't worry, Ben. Yeah, this week. So, yeah, I'll see if Abbie wants to come over here in just a minute. I might finish a couple more of these, but still, let's see if we can get some of those to show you. You have to go, kid? Hey, no worries, buddy. If you have a good day and a good rest, good time with your family and all that stuff. Hey, nice. Hey, these are gonna look so much cooler, like when they're all nice and shiny. But it's got some translucents and some transparents in here. Oh man, there's like a translucent blue rainbowy in that one. That's cool. We excited to see the these are gonna be cool. These are our stratified. Oh, let me take that down just a little bit more. But yeah, Abbie was nice enough to finally do some of the ones that I had previously turned. Because I was at a turning convention. And so she wanted to make sure I didn't have to worry about getting all the all of them done in a shorter period of time. So that's why we're going through some of those, which is pretty nice. Oh no! It's so strong. Sorry to hear that. Look at let's see. Are you in? Send us a message. Yeah, send us a message. Or Abbie will come and address that here in just a moment. Don't be in tears. We'll get it taken care of. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh no, not the matte finish. Let's see. Let's just get Abbie over here. We vacuum that quick. Hey, Ab. Well, even so, we might still be able to do something for you, you know? Even if it's kind of helping you out with figuring how to put it back together or different things to use in order to accomplish that. Hey, Ab. You'll come sit for a minute? EasyWood from CA. Some of them, so when you put other stuff in resin, sometimes you can you get bubbles and stuff like that. So it kind of makes it a little bit more of a process, I would say. Adds a couple more steps to finish. It's fun to do sometimes for sure, because you can get some really interesting designs. But it's coming. Unless it's, I guess, if the volume you're able to yeah. I did end up turning some pretty cool ones as well. There's some honeycomb. There's some Laura would like to see some of the pins for this week, if you don't mind. Here, let me move you. I'm gonna move you right here. How's that?
Can you get my phone or put your iPad so I can see?
Yeah.
What? I can't see that.
Just
Hi, Laura.
a
I
second.
need the mic too.
That. Alrighty.
Thank you.
There.
Looking a bit rough. I had my respirator on from doing all the CA. It starts to burn my nose when I'm doing a bunch of CA finish, which is what I've had to do for a lot of our kind of unique pens this week. John showed turning of this casted 3D printed blank that he got from Mate, which
Mid-Atlantic
is the
Turners Expo.
yeah, so, and it was a pain in the butt. I am never doing these again. I've been over there for like an hour doing this one pen. So, yes, I cut my own hair. Sometimes I just do that randomly. I cut like, I don't know, 1.5 feet off. It was a lot, but it needed to be done. It was time to do a big chop and grow it back out and all
Maybe
that.
like 15 inches for sure.
Yeah. But anyways, so this is the one. I don't know if he already showed this one.
Just show it all again. Laura just got here.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so oh my, I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is going to be.
I'll be right back.
I hate the way John put these cameras. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but the 3D printed matrix, which is like a honeycomb, is also like a color shifty, shiny, sparkly. So it's really cool looking. And then it's got, so it's like a dark blue that shimmers to green. And then it's filled with like a greenish resin. But when John turned it down, it was just like bubble city. And that happens sometimes with stuff like this, where you have something else that you're putting in resin. The resin doesn't always get in all of the little nooks and crannies, and then you get issues like the bubbles here. But I think it turned out really cool. I'll show the CA ones, some of the funkier ones first, and then I'll show some of the regular ones. I am still working on them. I got a lot to do. What? You dropped one of your favorite pens? Two? So send me a message on
That's what I told her.
Etsy. We probably can fix them or advise you of how to fix them if you don't want to deal with shipping. But if you'll ship them back, we'd be happy to fix them if it's fixable. So send me pictures on Etsy and I'll let you know if it's something that we can fix, because that sucks. I'm so sorry. I hate that. Sometimes they're pretty durable, but sometimes if they just hit right, you know, like on a hard surface,
The rings.
I don't know, it happens. Yeah,
Sometimes
with the
the
special
rings.
shapes. Okay, so nope. Yes. Okay. So I've got some hybrids and other ones that I CA'd right here. Wait, can you?
What was that?
This. I can't get up.
Don't want to break it.
I don't like the
Can you
way.
scoot your seat back?
No, I can't do both of these things. So I pulled out some of our hybrids that we've had. It's just kind of waiting for a while. This is a black prismatic pearl hybrid that we poured a while back, and it is looking real gorgeous. We've got a couple of those Mayflower pens that we did on Patreon a while back. I've got a large and then a mega mini here. This one is actually made with, there we go, drills. And this was one of the first things that I poured. It has been sitting in my little bucket for like 4 or 5 years. I don't know why I didn't ever finish it, but it turned out.
Chipped out a whole lot.
Yeah, it did. I had to fill a little bit, but this one actually wasn't that bad. This might have been the second iteration of us pouring these when I reordered drills to get specifically the resin drills, because I guess they're made out of a couple different materials. But this might be something that I try out again, with especially, you know, how they have those like sparkler. Oh, I don't want the top of my head in there. Especially, you know, how they have like those sparkler ones. No, it's fine. I just leaned over too much. Let's see. Glass container. I think that broke them. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, we'll try to either advise you on how to fix it or fix it if we can. And yeah, so, and then we've got this hybrid, which we also poured. It's got like a burgundy, a green, and this gold shimmer, and it is thick. This is fatter than our, yeah, it's a lot fatter than our larges, but it also turned out pretty cool. And then we got blue and orange hybrid. So those are like the funkier CA'd ones that I had to CA, yeah. And then I've started to work on some of the ones that are just resin today before I got distracted with that one filled with bubbles, which is not filled with bubbles anymore because I spent an hour on it.
Good job. It looks nice too.
It's pretty cool. The 3D printed, if you looked at it closely, is like one of those color shift filaments.
Yeah.
So here's some of the ones that I have. Some were customs or remakes or just ones that we set aside. So we've got a watermelon sugar. This one is ethereal stars. This was a custom. I've got a custom shark pen. I'm sorry. This is enchanted forest, I'm pretty sure. We've got southern charm. This one is called Orion. This one was candy hearts, I think. This was a Valentine's Day one from like 3 years ago. It's got cute little purpley pink hearts in it. And then this was a custom mix that is all like neon colors.
Let me try this.
So those are the ones that I've finished so far. I have a whole bucket. What did you do? I'm done over there. Put me back.
Okay.
I have a bucket with more that are just some of our regular resins that I'm still working through. And then John, hopefully next, either today or tomorrow, first thing, will be turning some stratified.
She saw me turning some.
Yeah, so he's going to turn some stratified diamond painting pens for us. And those will also get a special CA finish. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this funky mixed drop. I hope it goes well. We don't do this super often. It's been a really long time because it kind of can go either way. Just kind of depending on what we have or what people are looking for, because that is the only thing about doing drops like this is we only have one of each. There's not anything that we have multiples of, which is part of why we started doing the like colorway drops to begin with, because what we ended up finding is there were enough people that wanted the same color and didn't want to miss out on that color. So this really is like a clean out. Some of these we do not have anymore and likely won't make again. So yeah, I'm excited about it. The putty turned out really good too. It smells like Lucky Charms cereal and it smelled so good. Still doing some more on Patreon. Some more, what? The Choose a Blanks or which part? Because yes, that will be open, I think, just kind of indefinitely. I'll probably repost it every once in a while. So for whatever we do have, which we've got quite a lot of blanks. I don't know if John wants to spin you around and take you over there or not. It might be kind of hard with the cameras, but
Where?
to all of our blanks. We have a lot of blanks to go through if you're looking for certain colors or even just like a style. So we'll be keeping that choose a blank option open for our top tier Patreon members. So all you gotta do is send me a message and we'll go through the thing again where I pull out some blanks and show you pictures of them and give you options. Yeah, of course. I thought about like closing it out and finishing, but kind of what that happened anyways, like the post got pushed down. So we are all caught up on those choose a blank orders from Patreon. So yeah, shoot me a message and we will pull out as many blanks as you want. And I really do have a lot of pretty cool options. And oh my gosh, it's just been crazy. Hi, Brian. John was telling me all about his time at at Mate and that it was pretty cool. He went through all his stuff yesterday and turned some of the blanks today that I was over there finishing. He had me sit here for a minute to show off the stuff that I sanded. Let's see, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the mixed drop. So that's what we're doing this week. And then we'll be back to colorways for a while. Some of these pens have been sitting in my box, like I said, for like 3 or 4 years. And they just never made it into the rotation as we kind of moved away from some of the more random drops. So I'm excited to see how it goes. We did that this week because John just got back on Monday from the Mid-Atlantic Pin Turners Expo. And I knew that it was gonna be a little crazy and it would be a stretch to try to get him to get started on another colorway. Yeah. And what we've got coming up next is Pastel Rainbow, which has been a while since we've done that. And then I poured a new one that is got like, it almost looks like that green Easter grass that you get in like a Easter basket, except for it's like tinsely. And then I've got flowers and it's blue. It's very pretty. So I'm going to call that, I think, Spring Flowers. Yeah, he said it was great meeting everybody. I'm glad you had a good time. I hope sales went well for you. John didn't have much of an idea of how it was going to be when he got there. So I think he found it very interesting. It's very different from pin shows, is what he said. Yeah, you love the pastel rainbow. Me too. I haven't done it in forever. It's been at least a couple years since I've done pastel rainbow, and I think they look really good. I've got to get pictures of them to put up. That's probably what I'll do next week, is going to be pastel rainbow. So those will be fun. John's going to bring some more of the ones that are in my not sanded
Well, the ones that I just did.
bucket. Oh, yeah.
The ones that I did earlier this tree.
Will you put it so that camera's back up too?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So these two I actually picked out from Woodcraft, and they have is it aluminum?
Yep. Aluminum honeycomb.
Yeah, aluminum honeycomb with different like colored resins. They're very cool. And look, these ones don't have bubbles, John.
I know.
Oh, except for this one. This one, oh, that just chipped out.
Chip out. That one, so that didn't actually chip out. That was actually a void.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
You can see some of the resin like dribbled in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe mix the CA with the color or UV resin to fill that void before I start finishing. These are really cool looking.
Yeah, that turned out pretty good.
This is a forite that we casted a while ago, so it's got stripy paint layers. And then this one has a cholla. Is that what you said? Cholla cactus? What? Barrel cactus. Barrel cactus in it, which is really funky looking. It's hard to see when it's turned, but when it's all shiny, I think you'll be able to see the kind of pattern. So it's like a orangey-ish red, which is also cool. So he picked up some of these blanks from that expo, and then some more stuff that we had. You had a really good show and sales were great. That's amazing to hear. That's what that's what anybody wants to hear when they go and are like being a vendor, that it's been really good. So I'm glad to hear that. What are you doing? Those are for you to make me a fountain pen.
No fountain pen for you.
Yes. I can show them though. They're cool. So these I also picked out at Woodcraft. And I have picked these out before and they did not turn into a pen because
The threading.
John broke it.
They didn't want to thread.
Well, you're gonna have to
gotta
sleeve
sleeve
it.
it.
So John has been doing some more sleeving and working on that. And I want this as a pen.
Here's your section.
From the first one?
Yeah, it survived.
Yeah.
And it holds the Joe.
Yeah, pretty cool. From Austria. Cool. It is.
Good evening.
Yeah, good afternoon, good evening. That's very cool. We are talking about some of the things that John was just turning here on stream. These are diamond painting pens, and I was over there sanding them. So yeah. We probably could make a diamond. I think I got 3. John can make it into a diamond painting pen too.
I
Here.
was about to say it'd be in the bag. It's
Yeah,
in my hand.
it is in the bag. Here's the section. Yeah, it is funny. Did we? No, don't break it.
I was just drop testing it.
This has chunks of like translucent resin pieces, or not resin, they're probably acrylic, but translucent pieces, and then they're casted in white. And I really wanted to try to do this with our own blanks. However, what we found with our type of resin, which is a urethane resin versus an acrylic resin, acrylic does like to break up and chip and stuff if you're like smushing it and crushing it. Our resin does not. John spent so many hours trying to break blanks to try to give us that effect, and it's not what we're doing all the time, but it was really cool. Oh my gosh, there we go. So these were ones that he like crushed up some of these neon blanks, and then I cast it again. What?
Just look at the camera.
I can't do that.
But look at the camera. You need to go right.
No, it looks good.
Okay.
It's perfect. I don't know what he's talking about. John killed the mic, or I killed the mic.
You killed the mic.
You've had it for
I don't know
longer.
when it stopped though.
Yeah, of course, Laura. No problem. Thank you for hanging out and checking them out. I'm excited for everybody to see them. I don't need these. Are you wrapping up your stream? Nice. We are waiting for our older daughter to get home, and then we got soccer practice tonight for the kids. So that's what we're doing this evening. More.
I don't know what this is.
It's
It
that
says
weird
fossil.
stone stuff.
No.
Yeah, it is. We looked it up. It's like powdered.
Well, there is
stuff.
a true stone. That is not true stone.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's really weird and heavy. It seems like it would be very tough on your tools.
That's all right. Not cheap.
Anyways,
It says fossils though.
I think we looked it up. I think it's got some type of, well, fossils they've turned into stone essentially. So if it's pulverized fossils, which is silly, why would you do that? Then it's still kind of like stone.
Well, we got lots of cool blanks doing here.
We do. And we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff with them. There's going to be fountain pens, some diamond painting pens, all kinds of cool stuff.
Nib holders.
Nib holders. Yeah. Okay, you ready to take your mic back? No, he's eating sunflower seeds. Needs a snack. But yeah.
I've been out here breaking my lathe apart and putting it back together.
Yeah, he did spend a good, hour and a half plus trying to get the lathe a little bit more cooperating. Yeah, functional. If you guys are interested in fountain pens or nib holders, we are having a sale so that if we need to replace the lathe, which is looking like sooner than later, that's what that's for. Yeah. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm tired.
Keep going. You're doing
No, we've been out here all day. I don't know what I'm going to pour next. I have several ideas and things because we're end of March. So I'm thinking about like April's colorways. I think I'm doing one. I have this really cute.
Whoops.
Yeah, those were supposed to be the fountain pens.
Well. Okay.
M3. John did get some really cool M3 blanks. I don't know what we're going to do with them. Some of them, I guess, will probably be diamond painty pens. Diamond painty pens. And maybe fountain pens. I don't know. They're very cool. He got some colors that we haven't used yet. We're seeing.
These are the ones that we already.
Oh yeah, so these are the ones that we ordered from the subscription that Tim McKenzie.
That's when he first
yeah,
dropped them.
diamond cast. Ooh, so we got this really cool black and yellowy gold with a bunch of sparkle. So this is
I guess
black,
we already had that one.
black titanium and brass.
That looks like that.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a different color.
Maybe
It's probably the
bronze
same.
versus the brass. I don't know. Here's a couple
And
other ones.
then, oh, these ones, I wonder why he didn't label these. This is black titanium, blue steel, and aluminum, which we did have smaller blanks of too. And I think we did a couple of Duraclicks with that. Like this. And then, there we go. We got like this deep blue and coppery color. And then we got orange and black, and then like a teal and copper. We got 3 teal and coppers.
Maybe one of those will be nuts, huh?
Yeah, so those are M3 blanks. Those are from McKinsey Penworks, aka Diamond Cast, aka Tim McKinsey.
Okay, hashtag patent pending / hashtag patented process.
So M3, what is it?
Metal molecular something else.
It's 3 M's of metal. So these are like super heavy.
Molecular metal.
Thank you. Macro molecular metal. It's a composite material made in the USA from real metals and durable resin. It will not rust, resist scratches, and designed to last a lifetime. So, and they're heavy because they've got metal in them. So they're pretty cool. I don't know if people will want them as diamond painting pens unless we do little ones because they're
I'd probably just chop one of these in half to do that.
Yeah, because they're on the heavier side, but maybe. Yes, sorry, maverickpens.com, and the code should be at the top, but it's, what did I put? New Lathe 50, and it takes $50 off any of the nib holders or pens. The nib holders do not come with nibs. But they are universal, so you can fit regular nibs in them. You can fit things like the Kakamori nib. Colorverse has a new nib called the Shuttle nib. It fits as well. There's several dip nibs that fit in there. And then fountain pens, all of those do come with a nib. So if you're newer to fountain pens, that is what I would go with, would be a fountain pen that comes with a nib. It also comes with a converter, so you can fill it with ink. And I send ink samples with all of our pens to get you started. I try to match it to whatever color is going on there. So yeah, and then John's plan is also to work on having some things like click pens and some different stuff eventually up there as well, so that we have more variety and more options for everybody. And he's got endless ideas for all of that. So, but yeah, new lathe sale. And he's probably going to get the same one. And this one will probably end up being mine because it's got better,
Range.
Yep, better variable speed.
Oh, here's True Stone.
Oh, that's way lighter than that other stuff. That's kind of crazy. This is called True Stone. Yeah, there we go. But it is not nearly as heavy as that fossilized whatever or the M3.
Maybe M3. But not the fossilized stuff.
No, I don't think it's as heavy. But yeah.
Like one?
Oh, this is Cassian.
It's imitation Cassie.
Oh, it is?
It's not real Cassie.
Oh, well, good. Because I think that's kind of weird anyways. Cassian was, is the protein in milk. And I guess it was a material that was kind of a vintage material that was made. So this is imitation, and it's really hard to see in here, but it's got like swirlies almost. It's got like stripy swirls. So when it's turned down, I think it's going to have stripes.
Yeah, it might.
Oh, there we go. Nope, almost. There we go. So it's got like stripes. So that's kind of funky. But yeah, if this goes well with our mixed drop, Laura, then we'll probably not do exactly this, but maybe potentially do like some smaller batches of more interesting stuff like the stratified or whatever, or maybe hybrid blocks or specially poured stuff and do like smaller batches of them.
One of the problems with that is the price goes up.
Yes, and that is the thing with Obviously, we're going to have some that are regular priced pens. So any of the ones that are just regular, resin, regardless of the color, are going to be regularly priced. However, any of the ones that I needed to CA or are made with special materials are going to be at higher price points, which is another reason that we don't do it super often, because we know that, sometimes stuff can get expensive, and we do our best to be reasonable with our pricing, but a lot of those things either cost us a lot more to make because we can't make some of these materials, or they take us or they take us more time to turn, finish, etc. So a lot more work goes into those. Yeah.
The honeycomb one was $13 a blank.
Yeah. Which is a pretty typical cost, I think, for blanks that are the size that we use if we were going to charge for blanks.
The other ones are $7.
Yes, but...
Oh, I thought you were talking about woodcraft.
No, I'm not woodcraft. Hi, Sean. I'm showing things that John turned and I sanded. Well, some of these are sanded. He threw other things in there as we were showing.
How did he know?
Because I'm here. You did come at the end. We are about to
wrap it up.
We got soccer practice. We got dinner to, deal with and all of that. But John spent like an hour and a half working on his lathe before he got on stream. And then I think it's been a couple hours on stream. I don't know where the...
2:15.
Yeah. So he's been turning diamond painted pens out of some of the blanks that were from Mate and other stuff. But yes. Anyways.
Heck yeah. It's a good day. Good day in the shop, man. We got stuff going again.
It's been a little bit of a struggle this week getting everything back together.
Oh my goodness.
It's like everything.
Oh, what was even worse is when I was trying to go to the place, man. So let's do this.
Remember that I have the mic.
I know. They can still hear me. I can see it picking it up.
Okay, good. You had regular work. This is our regular work.
So I went to the Mate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Went to Virginia, and wake up in the morning, bags getting packed, and then I'm getting ready to load up the bike because I'm taking my motorcycle to Virginia. And then I look at the bike and I try to move it a little bit, but it just won't move. And I look at the tire, and the tire has a screw in it.
Well, first it was just flat.
There's a screw in it.
It was just all the way flat, and then he pushed it forward, and I was like, there's a screw sticking outside. It was a big one, too.
Yeah, big screw
like construction screw.
They're tubeless tires, so we drove to like AutoZone to get a repair kit. I did that. And then on the drive there, let's see, it was chilly. It was a chilly ride. Then it just seemed like there were a lot of things that would be like, I don't know, uphill battles. Just seemed like everything had more of a challenge than it should have had.
The whole week has kind of been like that. It's just been one of those weeks, months. It's been a lot of, I don't know, life that kind of gets in the way of other stuff like work, which, is another thing that we have to juggle, I guess, being that we work. This is our full-time work, and we are in charge of it. You know what I mean? So like, you don't have anyone else keeping you on task. It's like either you do your work or you don't make any money. Let's see, back tire. Yeah, it was the back tire. Did you catch the rain? I think you didn't get rained on. He waited, and
yeah,
I was
waited, and I left on Monday.
Yeah.
But let's see, on Sunday I didn't even see that it rained.
It did in between.
Like a tiny bit of rain, but nothing like the 70% storm and they were talking about. So that was kind of weird.
They were talking about tornadoes. A bunch, more south of us got tornadoes. Alabama, Mississippi, all of that. we had, when he was gone, we had a warning here where we are in North Carolina. And I don't know that any tornadoes touched down this time, but it's happened more frequently, which is crazy. Didn't know we lived somewhere that gets tornadoes. But yeah, so we had him, he left before the storms came on Thursday. And then he didn't leave on Sunday, even though he thought about it because of the potential storm. So he came back on Monday. And you were cold, but you didn't get rained on. He did have to stop and buy extra pants.
I got another pair of pants that I wore over my pants.
And we had, when we went, we were getting a cushion for his seat because he was riding for
gel.
And we were looking at some of the really thick, riding gear that they had in there. And he's like, I don't need that.
You said I didn't need that.
No, I said they weren't padding, but I still said they were thicker and probably would be more comfortable. So
Well,
he
they would've
decided not
been.
to get them.
I was just being cheap.
Well, yeah. It poured right before you packed up and loaded and had some on the way home. If he had left on Sunday, excuse me, I'm pretty sure he would have hit the rain. So I think it was still the right move to wait until Monday to come back.
Although I could have probably left like Sunday.
Saturday. No.
No, like Sunday, like not early morning, late morning. It probably would have been fine.
I think you would have hit the rain.
You think?
Yeah, because I was looking at it. It was in between. He kept telling it was going to rain on Monday, and I was like, no, I don't know what weather app you're looking at, but mine said there's nothing.
Standard on my phone.
Yeah, you need the Weather Channel app, or I'll just send you pictures of my Weather Channel app. So.
But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm good.
Best bushings ever. Yeah. He does have the best bushings.
Yes, he does. Yep.
Yep. I'm sorry. I am at like the tired part of the day. You're only 3 hours away. None of the well, I guess Raleigh's like 3-ish hours away from us, and John is probably gonna take our older daughter Evie again to go to that show just for like a day. So that.
And then go to the beach.
And then, yeah, my family beach trip every year. It's the same week every year. And we go every year. Yeah. So he'll do that. That's a shorter ride, a 3-hour ride on the bike instead of 6 hours at once.
And then it's another 3 to the beach.
But that's the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does make it a little better for sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. I've only ridden on the bike for 30 minutes, maybe.
30 minutes twice.
30.
So
maybe like an hour.
You haven't like built up to a long leg of
when are we coming to Arizona? We will be there. We're flying in on the 19th of April, and we're gonna be there for the week. So I need to book Kartchner Caverns for us. We're gonna go do that while we're there with the kids because I think they'll really like that. And you'll just have to get John's contacts and talk to him about when y'all want to drive to Turner's Warehouse. So
if I can get a bike from Ron, I'm going to ride the bike though.
My grandfather is both a bicycle and a motorcycle guy, always has been, and cars, and he gets new ones all the time. And he builds bicycles, so that was like his whole thing for a long time. He's been retired for a while now, was a chemical engineer, but he has quite a collection, and there is no way he's going to let John ride any of his bikes. There's no way.
You don't think so?
No. He wouldn't let anyone that was our family, actually, his children or grandchildren do it. There's just no way. I don't.
That's because he knows y'all.
Good luck if you are going to try to get him to let you ride one of his motorcycles, but I don't think it's going to happen.
It's all right.
Cool. You're going to have to go before then. Yeah. John wants to go and meet him and just kind of look around, and I don't really know if he's looking for anything particular. Just would be cool to do while I guess we're out there.
M14 tap and die set maybe.
I think are they in stock? I don't know.
I'd just go get them there if they were there.
I guess.
That way I could actually need something.
My grandfather does like John. We did live there in Tucson for 4 years. My grandparents have lived there for a good 20-something years now. He likes John. He likes us all okay. I love him, but he is not the warm and fuzzy type. He never has been. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll let you guys know if it does. It's pretty funny. I don't even know what he has now, car or motorcycle wise. He changes them a lot.
Well, he buys them.
He buys them and sells them.
He buys them broken and then.
Not the motorcycles.
He did, yeah. That's what he used to do. He used to put them back together.
I thought it was the
He used
bicycles.
to buy off. He did both.
Oh.
Well, he built bicycles for other bicyclists, but he would buy motorcycles off of eBay and repair them.
Yeah.
And sell them.
Yes, he sold a lot of them. Like that's what he's done with them.
It's a hobby. He
Yes.
doing it as a hobby, and that's how it kept fueling his hobby.
Yes, he does. He does like that.
Anywho.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out with me, stopping by, saying hey. It really makes my day when y'all do that. So if you could do me a solid, hit that thumbs up if you have not already. And yeah.
See you
We'll probably,
maybe tomorrow.
Probably get into some more stuff tomorrow.
John's got a lot more stuff to do, so
Mm-hmm.
got a late start today.
Yeah. Well, actually, I got a really early start.
You
I
did.
turned like 40 blanks from square to round.
All of our stratifieds.
So
Because we're prepping. You don't know if you saw the board John's standing from it now, but that's the goal, is a bunch of stratified diamond painting pens, stratified fountain pens. We've been sold out of them for a little bit, and we need to get them back up because that's our thing. That's what if you've seen any of our pictures from the pen shows, we wear full stripy stratified outfits. We stand out.
really colorful outfits, indeed. It's that blank, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one right there.
It's like this part of it. But yeah.
Of course.
John loves it. Thank you guys for listening to him because it helps me.
I mean, even if you're just here, I think that you might be listening to me. You can turn the volume all the way down. I'm still going to talk, so.
Exactly. He would actually still talk even if you guys weren't here and he wasn't streaming anyway. So it's better for him to have someone to talk to other than me.
I look less crazy that way.
And yeah, and then I know he's talking to you guys, so I don't have to keep taking my headphones out to see if he's talking to me or not. Because half the time he is and half the time he's not.
That's the look, man.
I get really mad. Well, because it interrupts my work.
You like tap your ear all grumpy like.
He gets a side eye. Oh, yeah.
What?
It's annoying and it's never important.
So lovely.
It's not.
So lovely.
You interrupt my work. And I'm trying to focus, be in the zone. It's not my fault that you're not in the zone, that you're all chatty.
Yeah. How about that? Anywho, appreciate y'all hanging out. Thanks a lot. Yeah, looking forward to these getting all finished up and seeing how this goes. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Bye.
I'll see you next time. Have a good day. You laughing? Laughing? Boom.